Hey guys, so we do have the LG G5 and the V10, my powerful beast here from LG, and I wanted to do a quick little comparison here of the speed, camera and battery performance of both devices. So a lot of people, wanted to see this. You can see we have charged them both to 100%. So we could just start off, turn them off and on again to see the boot up. And I'm expecting some solid gains here with the G5 in terms of the speed as well as the camera performance, but the V10 has met every expectation I have wanted. Probably the battery could have been better though. I think they could have put 4000 mAh or something, because it is a big phone. So you can see the G5 does just boot up that little bit faster, which is a nice little improvement there, but the V10 isn't far behind. We are still running Android Lollipop on the V10. I don't think the official Marshmallow has come out yet, so do bear that in mind. But we can basically have a look here at the performance. So we'll just start this one again. So Uber. So maybe it was finding my location then. We'll let it off. So that was quite similar. I think the G5 then, only just. Oh, that was the V10. About the same. About the same. Identical. So that was very similar. I'm not seeing much of a difference here, folk. So let's have a look at the Play Store. Again, very similar. Music. About the same. So you can see the V10, in my opinion, is one of the best optimized devices LG ever produced. In terms of the speed, like the raw performance. And those of you who have a V10, you're not going to be seeing too much difference here, I don't think, really. So we can just have a look at the game loading speed. Maybe you'll see some difference on the games. Yeah. So it loads a little bit faster, but the V10 again, not far behind. Sonic 2. So yeah, basically the G5 again, only just though, not a massive difference. So maybe the G5 was a little bit quicker on a few of the early ones, but it's not really enough to call it, And if I was reliant on my V10, I would not trade up to the G5. To be honest, I'd be waiting for the V11 to bring something nice. But we will talk a bit more about the devices after the speed test. So you can see we do have a Wi-Fi test here, and I'm just checking the download and upload speed again, just to make sure it's the same as last time. The V10 did very well, much better than the G5 for some inexplicable reason. The processor Snapdragon 808 is getting on in the V10, yet it still gets better. Maybe it's all that kind of faux metal maybe it interferes with the signal. But you can see your V10 is going to be getting nice like speeds there. You can have a look at the real world browsing here. So both are still on 100% by the way, which is good for those of you keeping an eye on the battery. So basically they seem to load this quite similar. Let's just click on a link here. So I think the G5 did this a little bit faster than WWE. Again, you can see the G5 a little bit faster with the page loading. So that is pretty cool. Ferrari, some random ones tonight. So you can see, even though the Wi-Fi speed is quicker on the V10, maybe the page rendering is actually a little bit faster on the G5, but only just. Not a massive difference like there was with the Galaxy S7, with the G5 comfortably ahead. So move on now to the final component, the multitasking. See if there's any differences here. So a little bit of a reload on the G5, and again, whereas the V10's handling it very well. V10 has 4G, 4 gigs of RAM obviously, so I don't expect too much difference. But I'm seeing the V10 keep it in memory, you know, which is weird. You know, you'd expect the latest flagship to be better here. So that is very nice performance with the V10. And let's check out a game. Reload here. So what's that all about? You know, it is running Lollipop on the V10. And again, so your V10 is getting better memory management, it seems, than the new G5. Not the best of news, you know, if you are looking to get the G5, maybe you're better off here with the V10. You can have a look at the camera performance now. So we did do a mixture of low light and good light. I think the main benefit I saw actually with the G5 is that because the camera lens is a little bit more protected than the one on the V10, it was less prone to like smudges, like because LG has its buttons on the back, now and again your finger can like rub against the lens, and even though I always make sure to give it a wipe before taking shots, I do find that this one seems to pick up more smudges in like some shots than other phones. So you know, I think that's the main issue here. You can see, like for example, the lights here look a little bit more clearer than on the V10 if we really zoom up close here. So you're going to get that little bit better performance, I think, when it comes to the low light shooting, which is good. But generally day to day, I'd say that the performance was very comparable actually, like the good light, etc. So I wouldn't specifically upgrade from the V10, which is still among the best when it comes to camera phones, if you're looking at the G5, but you know, it is very subjective. We did do some wide angle lens as well, so you know, you can do that on the G5 and it shows a lot more detail than what you can get on the V10, which unfortunately doesn't have that ability. So yeah, if you do think that it's worthwhile to upgrade for the camera, for the wide angle lens, slightly better low light performance, you will see some improvement here. But then again, the V10 is still a amazing phone, particularly when it comes to the video recording, the sound and all that. You can have a look at the comparison of that here. So as you can see there, in terms of the actual speed and camera test, we can see the actual G5 does come with some improvements when it comes to the camera experience. But in terms of the actual speed day to day, the V10, is no slouch. It's still performed better with the multitasking. And in general, I have to say I do actually think I prefer the V10 still, based upon owning the G5 for the last couple of days. Don't get me wrong, it's a very interesting device, particularly the modular design, but there's certain things which make the V10 experience unique here, and one of those things is the dual screen, obviously, which you do find is very useful, like when, for example, if you want to install something here. So if we just install this, and if we then want to play a game while that's installing, like for example GTA, you can see it comes up there, it's telling you what's going on even when you're gaming. And that's the same for text messages, WhatsApp, etc., emails, they all come up there. And it's much more kind of innovative, in my opinion, than the normal kind of slab that we're used to. So you've also got the fact you can swap out the wireless. You can swap out the back basically for a wireless version, like I have here. So you can get your wireless charging on the V10, but I don't think you can do that on the G5. So that's a bit of a shame, really. But nevertheless, as I said, I do like the G5. I'm not hating on it. I just say that if I was using the V10 as my main kind of daily driver, I wouldn't be motivated to upgrade, I don't think, because the V10 is such a fantastic phone in itself. If only they'd put Snapdragon 810 in there, it would have been even better in terms of longevity, as well as a slightly bigger battery. Hopefully LG will listen to feedback and do that for the V11, which we should hopefully see very shortly. In terms of the actual battery life, you can probably see here there is a slight improvement to the G5. We are getting 98% versus 99%, but it's not as that big an improvement as I would have probably hoped, really. So do bear that in mind. Hope you enjoyed the comparison, found it helpful. Leave a comment if you have something to say, and we'll certainly check it out. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.